Okay, it's Sunday, March the 5th, and this is what has grown. We have some things that just flat out have not germinated, and then some things that have flourished. So, let's see if I can zoom in on some of these. Alright. In this tray, I've moved over the plants that have what they refer to as their first true leaf. You know, the first two leaves that come out are just basically, I don't know, part of the germination process. But then, once they start getting that third and fourth leaf, then they're ready for nutrients. So what I'm going to do today is mix up some nutrients and start feeding these plants so they'll grow. They'll survive fine off of just water for a while. I mean, it's only been, what, 14, maybe 15 days since I sowed the seeds. So we're going to mix up some nutrients. You may see this on other videos or from other people that do hydroponics. There's always an A and a B. And what that boils down to is we have a master blend portion. Has all the fertilizer. This is a 14-18-38 blend. I'll put this in A, and I will put Epsom salt in A, because they need, when you're doing hydroponics and the plants can't get all the nutrients that they need from the soil, you have to supply everything. So you're supplying fertilizer, the Epsom salt, I can't remember what it is, but there's also calcium nitrate. Now, everyone tells you to mix these, but they don't tell you why. If you try to mix these in the same container at the same time, the calcium nitrate has some kind of reaction with these other chemicals, and it will not dissolve in the water. So you have to dissolve it separately. For some reason, once it's separate, you can combine them. So that's why you've got an A and a B. I've calculated this out so that I can mix enough nutrient to make several hundred gallons of diluted nutrient for the reservoirs. This particular measurement, I can do 2 cups of master blend, 1 cup of Epsom salt, 2 cups of calcium nitrate, and then raise the water level up to here and basically shake it till it dissolves. Then, depending on how much I need, I can do, if I want to do a 5-gallon bucket, I can fill this up with 50 milliliters of each and pour it in the bucket, and that gives me my properly diluted nutrient for the plants. The nice thing about it is, if I wanted to just do a gallon instead of 50, I just do 10. Because if 50 is 5 gallons, then 10 is 1 gallon. And of course, if I wanted to do 50 gallons, I guess I'd do 500 milliliters. So anyway, I worked out that ratio so that it works out. So now I'm going to fill these up and get some nutrients into these plants. Okay, I've got this mixed up now, and I'm just going to take my little measuring thing here. I got 10 milliliters and a gallon. Too much or something. Like pour this in. I can't pour it back in there. Okay. And while I try to be as accurate as possible in the measurements, I don't worry about it being like an exact science or anything, because I think it's possible that you could get too much nutrient in there, but for the most part, the plant's going to take what it needs, what it wants. Okay, now that's ready. Let's feed some plants. See this or not. Okay. This is broccoli. See how long those stems are? That's what they call leggy. These may not make it, but I'm gonna see. I'll probably plant some more anyway. But this can happen for several reasons. The most prominent one that I know of is they're not getting enough light, so they're reaching for it. I also could have planted these seeds too shallow. So either way, when I'm going to adjust the height of my light in the grow tent, so that when I sow more of these, we'll see if there's a difference. Same thing with this kale. It looks a little leggy as well. These Roma tomato plants look good to me. See how they have the extra third, and some of them even have a fourth leaf? Oops, sorry. See how it has a third and a fourth leaf on some of these? That's what they call true leaves, or what's referred to as true leaves. And once a plant gets its true leaves, it's ready for some nutrients. I got another thing of Roma over there. They're not quite ready. They don't have their... Look at that. Out of 6 lettuce, only 2 came up. And this ginormous monster, this is my green bean. I thought it looked leggy as too, but that is a very sturdy. Oh look, it's got roots coming at the bottom. Yeah, it's definitely looking for food. I might put some more in there after I get it in the tent. This is my okra. It also looks a little leggy, and the leaves are starting to turn, so these may not make it either, but maybe after they get some nutrients, yeah, they got roots coming up. Maybe after they get some nutrients, they'll perk up a little bit. We'll see. These are the onions. You can see them coming up pretty good. They don't get a true leaf, I'm assuming. Never grown them before, but they look like they're struggling, so I'm going to give them some nutrient as well. Actually, I'm going to put this back in there because that gets heavy with the water in it.